Alright, and here we are finally at Volt. Volt's first ability is Shock. Volt summons his inner Sith Lord and shoots Force Lightning from his hand, damaging all mobs hit. This will chain link to all nearby mobs. This is great for taking out shields and killing early game mobs. It provides a little bit of CC, but nothing too major. But all the same, it is a bit of CC and it can do a decent amount of damage in the early game, so no real complaints here. It is a good ability. Plus, you can be a Sith Lord. Moving on. Volt's second ability is Barry Allen, also known as Speed. Volt increases his and nearby allies' speed by a percentage. Reload and melee speed are also affected by this. It is great for getting through a mission very quick, such as capture missions, sabotage, and if you're quick enough on the draw, exterminations as well. This ability is also really good on the plains of Eidolon, just in case you forgot your Arcwing, or in missions as such where you have an EB spamming Excalibur and you want to get away from him so your IQ doesn't drop to his level and you start licking windows and eating dog feces. In short, basically you press 2 when you want to go fast and you want to get something done fast. That is as simple as it gets with this ability. Volt's third ability, Electric Shield. This ability is fantastic. You mash this button when you don't want to take shit from anyone. If you're getting shot at, you hit this button, you get your shield. Incoming rockets, shield. Girlfriend's throwing a frying pan at you again, shield. You are golden. You are safe as long as you are standing behind the shield. So as long as you keep your shield up, and yes, you can have more than one shield, you will not be taking shit or damage from no one. This shield will also amplify damage. It will give you a damage buff when attacking through it. So not only does it stop you from receiving damage, but it increases your damage when you are shooting through it. You can also pick the shield up and run along with it. You will move slower, but you can always compensate for this with your second ability. This shield is also still really good in the later game. If you plan on doing Eidolon hunting later on, once you hit that level, you can also take Volt on an Eidolon hunt, and people will be thankful for it, because Volt is always appreciated in an Eidolon hunt. You drop that shield down, and your damage dealer will then be able to shoot through the shield, giving him an extra damage buff, and being able to kill the Eidolon a lot quicker. This is very good. This is a great ability, and it is great for teams. You can sit behind it, you can use it to protect objects in a mission, you can protect teammates, and if someone goes down, you may also drop a shield down to protect yourself or the other person reviving said downed teammate. Volt's fourth ability, Discharge. You hit this button, and you will excrete lightning from every orifice that you have. This is a 360 AoE attack. Now, this will chain link to nearby mobs, and it will actually scale when there are more mobs about. It is not that great in the early game, as its range is kind of short, but in the later game, if you build for it, you can entirely wipe out rooms and maps full of people, as long as they're not heavily armoured. Unarmoured targets are very weak to this. This is actually really a beefed up version of your first ability. It will consume a lot more energy, but it also does a lot more damage, and it will cover a larger range. Right, and finally, Volt's passive. Volt's passive is Charge. Now this is very fun and kind of unique. To basically kind of sum it up easy, you remember when you were a little kid and you used to scuff your feet along the floor, and you would walk up to someone and give them an electric shock on the arm because it was funny? Well, Volt took this to a whole new level, didn't he? As long as Volt is touching the ground with his eyes, tongues, nipples, whatever, he will be able to build up a static charge. This charge will then be consumed when you shoot or hit an enemy, or any object that is considered breakable. This ability is actually quite easy to use. You simply run around in circles like a dog chasing its tail, or you run like Usain Bolt across the 100 meters, you'll be building up a charge. This will cap out at about 1,000 damage, and it also works on more than just your average weapon. Hell, if you want to kill someone with the mining laser, it is very doable. I know, I've tried it. It is a lot of fun. And you throw a shield in there as well, and you can do even more damage. What's not to love? And that is Vault. Summarized up quick and easy for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was useful.